Welcome back to iFIBER One's Inside Look at the Sage-n-Sun Festival. For the first time in 104 years, people were treated to some live comedy. Susan Jones, a headliner from Puyallup, and Jessica Nichols, a new local comedian from Soap Lake, sat down with me just before they hit the stage. I must admit I was a little nervous. I wondered if I was up to the challenge, and I had that question answered for me almost immediately.
This is the first time that comedians have been put at, have been allowed to, or had performances at Sage-n-Sun, and so we'll see how it goes.
There's very few comics that can do an open outdoor fair festival. You have to really keep the topics light and fluffy, so it's always fun to see if you can pull it off.
The town is buzzing about the two of you performing tonight, but you probably get that all the time. You've been all over the country.
It's 300,000 miles on my car in the last 5 years. I just broke into Canada, which it's amazing up there, and their beef is fantastic. Have you ever had Alberta beef? Oh, it's so good. And they put gravy on all their French fries. They put gravy on everything in Canada. Do you people know that? Gravy on everything.
Good or not good?
It's delicious. You could do shots of gravy at the bar. I went to Canada. I only weighed 135. I just got back. That's what happened. I had a Girl Scout ask me if I wanted to buy a case of cookies. A case of cookies. I told her no, and you know what? I told her off too, and I said, I'm not buying your product because your Thin Mints don't work.
Is Puyallup a hotbed for comedy? How did you get going in comedy?
I was a radio DJ. And you get tired of sitting in the booth and not having people respond to you and not knowing if you're funny or not. And one night there was a contest at a comedy club, and I walked in and I was like, I think I can do this. And I got first place, and I was hooked. The Cadillac comes with a system that alerts you if you were going to run into something. You guys seen it? The seat vibrates. Ladies, if you're going to run into something, the seat vibrates. How do you explain to the police officer why you just ran into that building 27 times?
You had an interesting path on your way to being a comedian. Out of high school, you were enlisted in the Army.
Right out of high school, I joined the Army. Then while I was in the Army, I got my nursing degree and then worked as a nurse and then decided to become a cosmetologist and a manicurist and got divorced and went on POF.com and went on a date, did an open mic, and fell in love with comedy. There you go. That's pretty much the short of it.
The short of it. Have you had to tap into any of those skills in your long road trips?
The headlight on the car is coming off, and we just duct taped it with Seahawks. Go Seahawks! We just duct taped it with Seahawks duct tape. And for girls, we're pretty good at being able to handle any situation. So we do attract a lot of guys, though. Usually she'll put on little shorts if we're doing road work, and that usually gets us a guy to fix the rest of the stuff. You don't want me in the little shorts. I lose them. I'm like, where did they go? They had some shorts on, and now they're gone. Mom over there, you know the worst thing that happens in a car is when you buy those kids ice cream cones and they don't eat them fast enough. That's horrible. And you got to take them away and they're crying and you're like, shut up, mommy's fixing it. You better hurry up, mommy's going to fix your fries too. I'm a fan of comedy. So I've had so many great experiences. I just got to work with Brad Garrett from Everybody Loves Raymond. And he's so tall. Like, he came on stage and he said, I'd have gotten out here sooner, but I was stuck in Susan's gravitational pull. So I was like, everything that you hear a comic do on stage, we've practiced that. If a waitress drops her tray, there's a job opening tomorrow on Craigslist. We write a clean joke, and then we write the dirty version. If we write the dirty version, it's harder to write the clean version. I had a blowout on the show on the way. My bra strap broke. The ladies are laughing. Do you know how hard it is for me to find a bra that fits me in Ephrata, Washington? You guys don't have a Big Babe and Beyond here. I had to get this bra at O'Reilly's Auto. I'm wearing a 95 Nissan right now.
How's our Soap Lake comic doing?
Yeah, I mean, she's had some really great shows in Bend, Oregon. She killed it in front of her family down there, doing 25 minutes, which she has no business having to fill that much time, but she had to. And she's a real cheerleader on stage. She's really upbeat and happy, and you know, you understand what she's saying. She gets timing, and she's learning how to really drop the punchlines, you know, really where they need to go. The timing is everything.
Could have gone either way. It really could have, you know, 50-50 chance, but it turned out that he was not cheating on me. He did turn out to be a closet drag queen. But I tried. I'm not kidding you. I tried to make my marriage work even after that, but he kept stretching out my shoes. You know, you just can't have that. So, you know, a divorce was cheaper than a new pair of stilettos. So that's what you got to do.
When are we going to see you in a movie or something here?
Wow. You know, we're trying. There's a reality show we're working on where I moved to LA and lose weight called Big Girl, Big City. So we're hoping on that. A friend of ours just got a deal, so I may be a head writer for that. But we've got a lot of eggs cracked. My act is about size acceptance and how much people are always like, you have so much confidence. And I'm like, oh, did you think for every pound I gain, I lost the 2 ounces of confidence? It doesn't work that way. You know, I was popular in high school.
You've got that personality. I can see you must have been popular in high school, because even before we turned on the cameras, in 10 seconds you made me feel, and I was worried. I'm sitting down with 2 comedians. I'm going to get roasted here in this interview. But you make people feel so well.
Roast.
Walked into that one, didn't I?
Yeah, don't say cupcake. It'll get ugly.
Stay tuned. We'll be back as soon as I can catch my breath.